Hi, I'm Nizul. We're back here with Diversity of Urban Art, and we're here with Patrick Robles at the Social Chameleon. So, how did you begin doing what you're doing now?
I was fed up with complete failure at painting, and I decided to try my hand at scratchboard. And halfway through my first piece, I had that sort of aha moment where I realized I've been doing it entirely wrong, switched it up, and everything sort of came together, coalesced, gelled for me. And that's about a year and a half ago, and I think since then I've done about 40 or 50 pieces. In the 15 years or so prior to that, I don't think I finished but maybe 2 paintings in my entire life. So it was entirely just my thing. That's kind of a cliche to say it, but I found my thing and just ran with it.
So, do you enjoy scratchboard more than anything, and is that what you will be doing from now on?
I definitely enjoy it more than painting or just drawing with graphite or charcoal. Many people look at it as being really unforgiving, but it's very malleable. You can correct mistakes. You can go back, and if you develop the techniques necessary to do so, you can seamlessly cover your tracks of any sort of mistake. I have a piece that I had about 40 hours into it, where I spilled an inkwell on it. It took me 6 hours to fix it, but that was my first attempt to correct a major mistake, and I about had a heart attack when the ink initially spilled. I do want to try painting again now that I've sort of gotten confidence with the successes of finishing pieces, but definitely it's a very enjoyable medium.
So, what is your process of thought when you do a piece?
Honestly, a lot of times it's just an image that pops in my head, and I try to flesh it out a bit more to give it some sort of significance. But even though the images come to me unbidden without any sort of conscious thought, they generally tend to be very related. When you'll notice when you see the pieces, but really, despite the fact that they look pretty happy and childlike, they all deal with being separated or alone or somehow hiding from yourself or the rest of society. This is about all the toxic relationships I've been in, where this might be representative of me or another man who's dating a woman who's completely toxic. Again, I should say poison. She's poison to him, and he can't stay away. And it's to their mutual. What's the opposite of benefit? Detriment. Detriment. Thank you. Their mutual detriment that their relationship continues to go on. And that's pretty much the way most of my pieces work. It looks kind of cute on the outside, but it's about some sort of pain. I'm a scrawny little artistic guy. I have a tough exterior and a heart made out of jello.
Do you see yourself in a lot of your pieces?
Do I see myself? I see components of my personality, definitely. Not necessarily ones that I'm proud exist. And which maybe I see my pieces with a completely different lens than anybody else, which is very likely the case. They're not happy for me, with a few exceptions. Some of them are just fluff. They're lighthearted, but some of them are, and I think they might be the most benign appearing, but they are absolutely coming from a place of pain. I saw my mother die when she was 10. So I had a brother, and that's sort of representative of that, where you resent your mother when you're a kid, but then there comes a time when you realize she has lots of value in your life, and when you lose that, you never get it back. So that's what that piece is about for me. Like it looks really happy, but there's this time in your life where you begrudge your mother's existence, and there's lots of resent after the fact when you realize that special person, you lose them, they're gone. So that's what that piece is about.
Where can we find your work in the next few months?
In the next few months, I think they're going to be in my kitchen propped against the wall unless they sell. Really, I'm taking a break from shows for a while. Thanks to you actually, I've had many shows this year, and I need to build up the more business side of my artistic career, like a website and business cards, those sorts of things. But once I have that going, they'll be available online, I'm sure, for sale.
Well, thank you for being with us tonight,
All right,
and
absolutely.
hope everything goes good.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks. Thanks for being with us again. Bye.